This video explains the Sigma Sport Pure GPS functions. In the standby mode, the bike computer displays the name Pure GPS, the current time, and the battery status. Press the Start/Stop button to activate the bike computer. The Pure GPS changes to the function mode and automatically starts searching for a GPS signal. As soon as the computer has found a GPS signal, the GPS icon and the speed display will stop flashing. With the free Sigma Link app or the software Sigma Data Center available for Windows and Mac, you can preload a GPS data in the Pure GPS. At the start of the journey, you can thus make a much faster first GPS reception. The clear and large display of the Pure GPS is operated with 3 buttons. At the bottom left is the Alti button, which always navigates to the left in the menu structure and changes values downwards. In the function mode, you can scroll through the altitude functions by short presses of the button and open the altitude settings by pressing and holding. The Start/Stop button is located in the bottom middle, hereafter called the Start button. This button starts and stops the training. Press and hold the button to open and close the menu, and briefly press it to open menu items and confirm inputs. Bottom right is the Bike button, which always navigates to the right in the menu structure and changes values upwards. In the function mode, you can scroll through the bike functions by short presses and holding down the button for a trip data reset after your training. The Pure GPS barometrically measures changes in altitude. To get the right altitude inputs at the start and at the end of your workout, you should recalibrate the Pure GPS before your trip. As soon as you start, the display shows Start Training to remind you to start the training recording with the Start button. After you press the Start button, the display changes from the inverted to the normal view and the REC icon appears. Thanks to the integrated motion sensor and the automatic Start/Stop function, the Pure GPS stops the training recording automatically when you stop the bike, for example at a traffic light or for a short pause. In the upper half of the display, you can see your current speed in kmh or mph in large digits during the training. An up or down arrowhead indicates whether you are driving faster or slower than your current average speed. In addition to the icon for GPS reception, the current time as well as the battery status are displayed. In the lower half of the display, you can see the currently selected bike or altitude function. Press the Bike button to scroll through the bike functions of the Pure GPS: trip distance, ride time, average speed, maximum speed, temperature, calories, and the Back to Start function. The Back to Start function can be used in 2 ways. By default, it always shows the airline distance as well as the airline direction to the starting point of the current trip. In our tutorial on compass navigation, we explain how you can use the Back to Start function to even navigate to freely definable destination points. With the Sigma Link app or the free software Sigma Data Center, you can set destination points on a map and transfer them to the Pure GPS. The Alti button is used to navigate through the altitude functions of the Pure GPS. Summarized in a display, the Alti dashboard shows the graphical altitude profile of the trip, as well as the current altitude in meters and the current gradient in percentage. This allows all relevant altitude values to be gathered at a glance. Press the Alti button to scroll through the other altitude functions: actual altitude, gradient in percent, altitude uphill, and maximum altitude. Press the Alti and Bike buttons simultaneously to switch the lighting mode on or off. You can see that the lighting mode is active by the light icon. Each time the button is pressed, the display is now illuminated for a few seconds. With the Start button, you can stop your training manually at any time. The display then switches back to the inverted view, and the REC icon fades. If the Bike button is pressed long, the display shows Tour Data Reset, and the trip data are stored and reset to 0. All saved trips can be viewed in the Activities menu. Press and hold the Start button to open the menu. The first menu item is off. Press the Start button to turn off the Pure GPS or scroll further to the submenu Activities. The number of saved trips is displayed here. Select the desired trip and open it. You can now see the trip distance, the ride time, the average speed, the maximum speed, the altitude uphill, the maximum altitude, and the calorie consumption. Select back to exit the level. Select back again to exit the Activities menu. In the next menu item, Memory, you can see the available memory capacity. In the Delete Activities display, you can delete the saved trips. Press Start, select Yes, and confirm to delete all saved trips. Select back to return to the next higher menu level. The next menu contains the statistics. Here the training statistics of the last 12 months can be viewed. Select the desired month and scroll between the monthly total values for distance, time, altitude uphill, calories, and the number of trips. Select back to exit the statistics. In the next submenu, Totals, the total values of all performed trips can be viewed. Total distance, total time, altitude uphill, and calories. In the Setting menu, you will find the device settings, the altitude settings, and the total values. Our setup video will show you how to make the settings on the Pure GPS. For more information and videos about our products, please visit www.sigmasport.com and our YouTube channel.